Hello everyone. So today, sorry that my video is a little late. Life happens, But we are going to go over the Star Stable of Kitty! Move! Okay. We are going to go over the Star Stable update for today. Today is, move that, the 21st of January. So hopefully it gets out on the same day. We'll see. Oh, we'll see with this crazy schedule. So there's the new quest in Cape West. I'm gonna be completing that quest today just to play the update to figure out like is this quest even worth it? What's the hullabaloo about? Because the news was very short. There were like two things in the news. Basically, the only things that I gathered from the news is that there's the bazaar, which we'll review in a second. There is the quest line, which is supposed to lead up to a bigger quest line, and then next week is a trailblazer, which leads me to believe that I am not going to have any content for next week, so it'll probably be like a ranch simulator upload or something, depending on my awful schedule as of recent. Okay, so we have Criollos. Also, I've noticed that the Criollo, as opposed to other horses, their center of mass is very far back. Like if you look at, I mean, I guess the Dartmoor is too. It's just very noticeable with the Criollo because they have short legs. Um, they kind of pivot from here. I don't really like the way they pivot. That means absolutely nothing. I think that's only relevant in like PvP games. But anyway, okay. So the Criollo is on sale for 665 star coins. It's a pretty good deal. I do love a Criollo. Um, specifically the Sea Rose for 360 star coins. Okay, so if you didn't get the birthday horse the year that it came out for free, you can get it for 360 star coins for this week. That's actually a pretty nice deal. Um, so the Embermane was actually a horse that was supposed to be limited time. I was tricked into getting this horse because it said it was limited time, and it's still in the game and is not going to be removed. This was from the Mistfall series that Star Stable had was working on and has since quit because there was an influx of money around COVID and the lockdown period. Um, so since everyone was afraid to get the coronavirus and was inside, they were spending more money on Star Stable because what else was there to do? That was the way you interacted with your friends. So they got a lot of money and made the Mistfall series, only to realize that Star Stable is ridiculously bad at spending money and making money that they had to cut the show, but the Embermane is still for sale. So don't worry, that horse is not actually going away. That was a lie. I have all of these guys except for two. For 585 star coins, that's a good deal, and I might get them. These are the two that I'm missing. But I can't stand buying another horse right now. I have too many to train. You've got the wow, okay. So the Icelandics are for sale for only 475 star coins. That is ridiculously good. You can get you an Icelandic for very cheap right now. I appreciate that. And the Dartmoor for 425. So these discounts are very good. These are some very nice discounts. I appreciate that Star Stable does this, but it's still a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. It just is. I don't know. Having a bazaar so often. I mean, I like it. I like that you have the horse on discount. But after seeing the mule for sale for $10 and these guys being discounted to only like 400 star coins, which is about $10, kind of, I don't know, admitting that your horses are overpriced on a regular basis. I don't know. um, yeah, so let's head over to Cape West and we'll get this quest line started. I'm probably not going to record the. I can't read and I can't I can't read and figure out where I'm trying to go at the same time. Hang on. There it is. Oh my gosh. Anyway, um, yeah, it's been so rough recently. I apologize. My head is everywhere. Um, all right. So yeah, this quest line. I'm hoping it's something because next week clearly there's not going to be a lot of content. Bazaars. I mean, I understand why they're doing that. It gives them more time to work on better content, and I'm hoping that that's what happens. So I'm hoping this quest line is also going to be good. So we will see how it goes. Okay, I'm quite angry, and I wish I had been recording. So literally all that happened was he talked a bit. I got off. I cleared 2 bushes. I talked to him again, and now he's like, "Okay, we're gonna work on this. Come back in a few weeks." So that was all the quest was today. Now, hang on. You can't see this. Where? Excuse me. Okay. Can you see this? Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the roadmap put out on January 8th, right? Connemars came out on the 14th, right? Landslide in hills, last of the snowy weather. A contractor is in need of some help investigating a landslide. Unexplainable sounds seem to be near. Okay, so I thought this was going to be a decent quest line because it implies there is, but actually now no, this is exactly what it meant. Needs help investigating. You literally came over here. Star Stable, come back. There we go. I think. Yes. Okay. You literally came over here up to this part of the map, right? Way up here. Literally stared at this and said, "Yep, that's a landslide." And that was all the content. Oh, by the way, buy a horse. Just buy a horse now. What even? And there's not even the mention of a bazaar this week. Like, so what this screams to me is like, okay, so either this is all the quest was supposed to be, and it was just, yep, that's a landslide, and that was the only piece of content for this week, or they didn't finish the quest yet. Because next week here it says that it's going to be a new Trailblazer tack set or whatever. I don't really give a crap about that. But here it says, we're gearing up for it is almost time to unveil the secrets and the mysterious castle in Golden Hills Mountains. I thought that unveiling the secrets and stuff like that would be part of a longer quest line. I thought this week we would be, going through and like working on clearing this, like you know how you build the bridge in Moreland, how you have to get the different supplies and incorporate it into the build, and like what does this look like without the snow? Oh, anyway. So I thought that it would just incorporate that into it, where you could like mine some of the rocks, or operate a bulldozer, or clear cut some bushes with a chainsaw, or stuff we've seen. Maybe not the bulldozer part, but you know, mining the rocks and using a chainsaw on bushes. That's all stuff that they have done in this game in the past. That is all animations and assets that we know that the game has. They didn't even incorporate that. Like, all you needed to do was give us a, hey, come back tomorrow to cut more bushes, or hey, we ran out of fuel, come back tomorrow so we can refuel and you can mine more rocks, or whatever. They didn't even do that. It's just, you looked at the landslide, you said, yep, that is a landslide, and then they're going to clear it, and then next week they're going to unveil this path up to the castle. Granted, I'm excited for the castle, don't get me wrong, I'm very excited, but I thought this was going to be a decent quest line. I thought, oh my gosh, Star Stable's back on it. The new year is going to start great. We're going to have a big quest line on the 21st of January. We're going to have the castle to us. We're going to do this huge quest leading up to the castle. Then we get to hang out with the castle. And then we're starting February with another quest, like with Reyna, and we're bringing back Dundal and maybe like bringing new life into Dundal. And now that I'm looking at this, I don't really know why I was so. Wow, I feel so let down. I was so excited because I thought, all right, cool. We're starting with horses. That's awesome. We get new horses. Then, we'll have like a nice quest. We'll have another nice quest. We'll have some awesome quests. Like this, it's just they're going to stop focusing on horses as much. There's going to actually be content. But no, this reads as literally as it can. No wonder these are really short because that's all there is to it. This is all. They can't even exaggerate their updates anymore. They don't even have enough content to exaggerate. It's literally, yeah, we're gonna look at a landslide, we're gonna let you go to this castle, and then we're going to have more fishing spots. That's what I'm getting from this whole up next in Jorvik spoiler. That's literally it, guys. So wow, this video is pointless. This game is pointless. Oh my god. I don't like to be so down. I don't like to be such a negative person. I don't like to have these negative viewpoints on all this stuff, but I as much as I love this game, it's getting harder and harder to look forward to the updates and to review the updates when literally I was so excited to get on and do this, and now, like, I already did the content. I literally logged on. What's the timer on my screen? 11 minutes. I logged on 11 minutes ago, and I've already experienced all the content for this week. Like, I didn't take care of my horse the other day because I wasn't on because I didn't feel like getting on. Like, I have no reason to get on and play this game anymore other than to train the horses that I bought, and even that is daunting and annoying and boring because there's no other reason. Like, I train my horses to then enter role plays or hang out with friends or, something like that. There's not even enough people on anymore to do that stuff. So I So this episode of Star Stable News has just turned into Clary's complaints about the dying art of Star Stable. That's not what I intended, but I feel like it needs to be said that like this game can't just keep pushing out horses and then putting sales and discounts on the horses that they already have to get you to buy more horses. This is literally just, hey, buy a horse and ride around on a pixel pony simulator. It's not even a game anymore. Like, there's not anything to do. There is no permanence to this game. There's not some kind of reoccurring loop to keep you engaged. Yeah. So I probably will make a video next week now that I'm looking at it because we're actually going to get more of the content, so that's cool. Um, I don't know. I'm very disappointed with Star Stable. I thought that Star Stable was going to start off this year strong. That was my hope. Um, but if this is how the year's going to go, then I see Star Stable not doing very well. I hope this was just a one-off. I hope that it doesn't continue to stay this way. Um, but if it does, I am open to discussion about the way that Star Stable is declining. I try to avoid that topic sometimes just as of recent because they have been doing well. I wanted to stay positive and focus on how Star Stable is improving and will potentially continue this upwards incline because they were doing very well. They were. Um, so now to see that the update was literally, hey, clear some bushes. Cool, you did that. All right, now go buy a horse. Like, I can't, like it it's ridiculous that this is the stuff that we have to put up with and deal with now. Um, and that this is all there is to this game anymore. Um, so yeah, I'm now open to discussion about the game in a more negative light because they did not pull through. Um, Maybe I just looked into it too much and I thought that the quest was going to be more than it was. Maybe this is what everybody else was expecting and I was just overly optimistic. I don't know. But yeah, very disappointed with this update. And if anybody has any questions, concerns, thoughts, comments, or wants to send me ideas or topics to talk about how Star Stable is declining or maybe inclining. I don't know. Do people think Star Stable's on the right path? If you are, please argue, and I would love to engage with those comments and see what the heck's going on and where everyone's head is currently with this whole thing. So yeah, sorry for the negative video, guys. That was not what I wanted, but I'll see you next week.